in what situation you do pressure test?
Well, anytime I do a service on a boat, on a motor, or the guy's coming in because there's a problem, you pressure test it. So here's the deal, okay? So when you're doing your pressure test, you always leave the oil in it. I don't take the oil out.
With the oil, of
With
course,
oil.
of course.
So you have the bottom screw and you have the top screw, right?
Okay.
Well, the bottom screw you leave in, and you take the top screw out and you screw in. There's two tests. There's a vacuum test and there's a pressure test. The pressure test has to be about 15 psi. You pump it 15 psi. It should hold for at least a minute with no leaks.
Correct.
And then meanwhile, you should be able to turn the shaft, turn here, and watch it that it doesn't leak.
And nothing leak. Okay. Danny, this is the O-ring. We don't have the O-ring.
No, it's actually stuck
because
in there.
it's over there. Oh, nice. In that case, always replace that O-ring, no?
Yes. What happens is if you don't replace it, it gets crushed over a period of time, then it'll leak water into the gear case.
Okay, we have one on top and we have other
And
in
one
the
in the
bottom.
bottom,
In the
correct.
bottom. All right. Danny, we are going to explain the tools that we are going to use in the service of our transmission. This tool is for what?
That's your gear case filling. So how this works is, just with your two drain plugs, after you drain the oil, you screw one up into the bottom gear
Into
case.
the bottom.
The bottom, because you always want to fill from the
From
bottom
the bottom
up.
on top, and you see on top if it's coming out.
Correct. In some cases, and anybody who works in stern drives or outboards are going to run into this at one point in time in their life, is sometimes because the drive's out in the hot weather, it'll build a lot of pressure in there. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to release at a certain time, but sometimes you don't realize that when you open the screw.
Okay, we are going to remove the upper screw.
Upper screw, right.
Okay.
So we'll take the upper screw off. And always make sure that the seal's out.
The seal is out, correct?
Okay.
And
And it's clean.
it's clean, and we are going to
Screwed in.
insert the tool. In 15 psi, you move the shaft, you move the propeller, and you verify that probably reduce 1 psi.
Yeah, that's
But,
about it. Over a minute.
Correct, but should be 15 for a couple of minutes,
Correct.
and this is a good indicator.
Right.
Okay.
That tells you that the pressure side of the seals are good.
Okay, perfect. And this is simple, it's not complicated.
Right. And if you had a bad seal, you would pump it up like that, and you look here, and then if you pumped it, it would as soon as you pump it up, it would go down on its own.
Okay. The secret for pressure test is the oil at the level recommended.
Correct.
And only remove the top screw.
Top screw, right.
That's it.
That's
All
it.
right. And we are going to do right now the vacuum.
side.
The vacuum
Okay.
test.
So then we'll take this off. Let's say there was pressure.
You
You would
release
open
the
this
pressure.
valve and it'll go psh, and
You
until it goes to zero.
You release the pressure.
And then you release it. And that what happens.
Exactly
you blow
the same
oil
like the
over.
compression test.
Right, exactly. Just
Exactly
like
the
the
same.
compression.